Yeah, hello YouTubers out there. I'm going to make hopefully a short video on how I dealt with a faucet that was running really slow. And it's a water saver faucet. I guess they all are anymore, but this one slowed down considerably. And I thought I had ruled out the aerator in the past because I couldn't see that it was dirty. Well, having almost given up trying to remove the single handle to check other things, I went back and looked at the aerator again and I was surprised. So this is what happened. This here is the aerator. Like a lot of them now, they have these edges with like teeth, and in order to take the aerator out you have to have this tool, which usually comes with the faucet, or it should come with the faucet, and that's where you place the tool up against the surface of the aerator, and when you've joined these areas together, these teeth together, you're able to get a turning action to remove the aerator from the faucet. Now, I'm not going to show you the faucet. That's not important to the content of this video. The aerator is, because it's what solved the problem. Well, like I said earlier, we have a water softener, and I wouldn't think ordinarily we'd have problems with the flow of water. It usually makes a difference when you have a water softener. But in this case, it just happened, so I figured there was probably an obstruction in the line that affected the hot and cold water. It wasn't one or the other. So what this was set up as is this part here was sitting in there, and then this is the inside of the aerator that I'm showing you here, meaning it faces the supply line of the water, and this was on top. So this filter here is a little dirty. If I show it in the right light, you might be able to see some of the crud on the screen. It's so micro that if you don't have a good eye for these things, you're really not going to see that. I wouldn't think that it would ordinarily affect it, and but it could have. But I'm not worried about cleaning this. What I was worried about is once I got this pair of channel locks on, genuine hobby channel locks on here, and got that on this edge, it just happened to pop these parts out that I've been fooling with here, and it also popped this off. And come to think of it, this part here doesn't look to be the kind of part I want to see in my faucet. It looks like a water restrictor. I don't know what it is. If it's another filter, there isn't much filter surface on it. It's a solid piece with tiny little holes in there that you can, hopefully you can see in this video. And that was situated over another area that has the holes leading to the outlet of the faucet. Well, I decided I was going to ditch that, and if I could put this screen back in place, I would, but it's not, to me it's not essential, and I just don't want to fool with it. It doesn't look like it would fit back on well without that green part, meaning this. So I just went ahead and put this aerator back on like it is, and I don't really know what's between this white area, the surface area with the holes, and on the outlet side. Didn't matter. Once I put this aerator back on the faucet was about 10 times the flow of water than it was before. It's actually solved the problem. And that's why I'm making this video, because I couldn't have been aware of this. I mean, anytime I checked this, it looked all right to me. So I'm making you aware of it. The faucet in this case, I had no information about it. It was installed by the people who did the countertop for us. And on this tool it says Neoperl, Neoperl. It turns out that's the brand of faucet. Well, I've never heard of that brand before, and there's very little about it on the internet. I think there's a bunch of YouTube videos about how you remove the aerator, which is basically having this tool. If you don't have this tool, it probably will be very difficult, so hopefully you kept that if you bought a faucet with this type of setup. Many of them are now. I know our bathroom has one too. So if you have this tool, you're going to be able to get this kind of aerator off, and that seems to be the trend with these now. So I wanted you to know, you put this back in like I did here, like it is, and it just works great. That's it. Bye now.